Hi dear students, welcome to Computer Science video lecture series. This time we have a completely customized curriculum or syllabus that follows the latest technologies and trends in the world of computer science or even the real world. I am pretty sure you all are eagerly waiting to learn artificial intelligence and Python or Python programming language. But the fact is we cannot start from the scratch. We must have a clear understanding or a thorough understanding of all the basic concepts of computer science or in computer programming world, right? So what we are going to do is, of course, you might have noticed in the thumbnail, we have raised three questions. What is AI? What is artificial intelligence? Why to learn Python? Why to learn the language Python? Is there any association between Python and artificial intelligence? And the third one is, can I become a software engineer? Of course, I can answer the third question. What do you think? Yes, of course, we can become computer programmer or computer software engineer by the end of this academic year, because we are going to learn Python, one of the most commonly used computer languages in the world, with a variety of applications, right? And we can see the application of Python programming language even in artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence, the most commonly used computer programming language is Python, right? So in this session, in this video lecture, I will be fixing the issues related to what is AI, what is Python, and how can we learn Python, and of course 6 specific questions. What is computer? What is computer science? What is a software? What is a hardware? And last 2, what is AI and what is Python? Of course, we know what AI and Python are high-end topics. If you want to get it more interesting or more lovely, you want to learn the fundamentals, right? The fundamental concepts or the basic concepts in the world of computer, right? Yes. So we are trying to look at all these topics one by one. And of course, you might have learned all these topics in your previous classes. But here what we are going to do is giving some more advanced concepts or advanced terminologies that will help you define the topics or the concepts more standard. Okay, in a very standard way you can start defining those terminologies, okay, used in programming or computer science, right? Yeah. So let's start with what is a computer. You know what a computer is, right? Computer is simply a machine, right? It's not a simple machine. Of course, it's not a simple machine. Computer is a machine. What type of machine? Electronic machine, right? Computer is an electronic machine that accepts, that receives, that stores, that processes and gives results or result based on the instructions, right? So how can you can you compare a computer with any other real life entity? Yes, of course, we can connect or we can relate the term computer to our brain, right? What happens with this lecture is, while you're watching, at present you're watching this, right? So at the time of watching, what actually you all are doing is, first you're receiving me, right? You're accepting my words, you're receiving my words. That is the first step. And after receiving, you're storing what I'm telling you, what I'm lecturing, okay, in your temporary storage, right? Temporary storage. And you will process it. You will process it in the sense, okay, when we are learning about computer, you will be thinking of what our school's computer, your what home's computer, right? And some other extra gadgets, okay, all those kind of things. So there is a processing happening in your brain. And finally, when I ask questions, you will be replying, right? You will be replying to me. So at the time, what you are giving is output. Hope you get the idea, right? Okay, when I tell you something, you will receive it, then you will store it in your temporary memory, or you will hold it in your temporary memory. Okay, then what? You will process it. You will process it in the sense you will relate it to the things you have already learned, already experienced, already seen, right? That's what processing is. And finally, when I ask questions regarding these topics, you will answer, right? You will reply to me. Yeah. That's what output is. So these are the operations a computer does. The same way our brain works, right? Yes. So computer is an electronic machine. It's not a simple machine. It's an electronic machine. And what is an electronic machine? Of course, a machine that works with electricity, or a machine that composed of electronic components, right? Electronic components like IC chips, right? Okay, IC chips are the main ingredient of any computer, right? Yes. So yeah, some other electronic device like resistors, capacitors, okay, inductors, yeah, these are some of the components. But here in computer it uses mainly what? IC chips, integrated circuit chips. IC stands for integrated circuit, okay, integrated circuit chips. So it is an electronic machine working with electricity plus having electronic components like IC chips, okay, that accepts, that receives, stores the data temporarily. Computer, okay, stores data temporarily. And when does it store data? Permanently. When we save a document or a data, it will be stored what? Permanently in a secondary storage medium, like our hard disk, right? And it stores data temporarily in RAM, random access memory. We know RAM is a primary memory. The data to be processed or data being processed will be stored there in RAM, random access memory. That is a primary memory. And when we save our data or document, it will be stored there in secondary memory. Hard disk is a secondary memory. You know some other secondary memory, okay, yeah, like flash drive, CD, DVD, okay, these are some of the what? Secondary storage media, okay, yes. So stores and process give output based on a set of instructions. So based on set of instructions, we know computer being a machine has no capacity to think on its own. It has no capacity to think on its own. It has no capacity to act on its own, okay, yeah, no emotions, right? Your computer is simply a machine, right? So we have to instruct the computer, we have to instruct the machine what to do, how to do. Everything should be instructed, because computer cannot perform anything on its own by itself, right? Yes. So this is our point, okay. As a programmer or as an engineer, this is a point based on set of instructions, and set of instructions are called programs, okay. Set of instructions are called programs. Can you give an example for a program, real life program? Your assembly, class assembly is a real life program, right? Your annual day is a program, right? And in assembly we have set of programs, right? In your assembly it has a set of programs like first what? Prayer, right? Then a pledge, okay, then some reading, okay, news reading, then address by, okay, yeah, authorities, then finally of course conclusion, right? National anthem. So these are the different activities we do in an assembly. The same way here in computer programming also we have set of instructions, okay, set of instructions to perform a task. That is what program is. So a program consists of set of instructions. Like when we consider calculator as a program, which are the instructions? We will have instructions to perform, instruction to perform addition. We'll have another instruction to perform subtraction. We'll have another one to perform multiplication, division, right? Okay, so individually these are instructions and together it forms a program. Hope you get it. And collection of programs is what? Software is, right? You get it? Yeah. So, okay. So this is what actually a computer is. Computer is an electronic machine that accepts, stores, process and gives output based on set of instructions, and this set of instructions are called program. And you know the father of computer, Charles Babbage. Okay, he was a mathematician. Yeah, father of computer, Charles Babbage. Okay, so this is about computer. Now we are moving on to computer science. What is computer science? Computer science uses computer, right? And its main, okay, it's a study of what? Computational thinking or computation itself, plus some algorithms as well, right? Yes. So it is a study of computational machines. Computational machines are machines used to perform computation, different computations, not only mathematical computations, but also some other computations on text, right? Whatever we are performing using a computer is what computational operation is, or operations are. So it is a computational, okay, it's a study of computational machines. Algorithms. Algorithm is a planning tool, okay. You know what planning is. We'll be discussing all those topics in our coming classes. So for the time being, okay, you just understand algorithm is a planning tool, okay, yes, and computation itself. So computer is mainly used for computation. That's it. That's a key point, right? It's a study of computational machines, algorithms like planning tools, different ways of planning things, and finally computation itself, okay. And father of computer science, C is for computer science, it's Alan Turing, okay. Alan Turing, he is the father of modern computer science. So father of computer is Charles Babbage and father of computer science is Alan Turing. You can connect the name to some of your friends, right? Ellen, okay? Yeah. Then what is a software? So this is all about what? Computer science, right? Now we are heading to what is a software. Actually, what is a software? Software is a set of programs, right? A software is a set of programs. So we have started with instruction, right? Instruction. Then program, collection of instructions is a program, and collection of programs is called a software. Hope you get the idea, right? Yes. So the programs and other operating procedures or information used by a computer, that is what a software is. Okay, a software is a what? The programs and other operating procedures. It is a set of programs. It is a set of programs to do what? A specific task or tasks is what a software is. Okay, and other operating procedures will also be specified there, like how to work. Okay, how can we make it working smoothly? Everything, all the guidelines and everything will be specified there in a software, like help. Okay, yeah, hope you get it. Yeah. Then used by a computer. Then program, example, calculator. We have already I've already told you we can have a calculator as a program, and in that calculator program we have set of what? Instructions. Instruction to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, right? Yes. So that's what a program is. Hope you get the idea, right? Then what is a software? Yeah, program is a set of instructions. Okay, these are some of the instructions. What? Plus, minus, into, division. Okay, of course at the same time we can consider these what? Plus, minus, these as what? Programs as well. No problem. Okay, yes. So finally software. Okay, we have examples. Okay, at present we are using what? Teams, Microsoft Teams as a software for our classes, live classes. So it's an example for a software. Then WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Okay, all these are some of the what? Examples. Okay, yes. So Teams, WhatsApp, YouTube. So this is what actually a software is. Hope you get the idea. Software is a set of programs. Then what is a program? Program is a set of instructions. And what is an instruction? The core unit. Okay, the smallest individual unit is what instruction is. Hope you get the idea. Okay, in Teams you can see there are a lot of options, right? A lot of options like notification, assignment, Teams, calendar, more. Okay, these are the options, right? And in Teams and in the under the option Teams, you can see variety of other options. You can create teams, you can manage teams, right? These are some of the options. So this is what exactly a software is. We can see multiple functionalities and multiple operations. Yep. Okay. Then we have what is hardware. What is a hardware? Of course, software is intangible, right? It is intangible, and hardware is a physical component, physical part of a computer, right? Like its monitor, CPU, keyboard, mouse, all are what? Hardware units, right? So the physical part of a computer, example CPU, central processing unit, mouse, keyboard are some of the what? Hardware units, okay, or hardware. Yeah. So software is intangible, we cannot touch it, but hardware is tangible, we can experience it, we can touch it, right? Yes. Then what is AI? These two topics are very new to you. So let's look at AI and Python one by one. Okay, AI stands for artificial intelligence. Okay, what is artificial intelligence? Is there any other intelligence? Yes, of course, natural intelligence. That is the intelligence possessed by each human being. We all are what? We all possess natural intelligence. Okay, what? Acquired through our birth, right? It's hereditary, right? Being a human being, we have natural intelligence, but computer being a machine has no intelligence on its own. It has no capacity to think on its own because it's simply a machine, right? It's an electronic machine. But using programming and coding, we can give intelligence, thinking capacity, emotional features to machines. That is what exactly artificial intelligence is. It's not a natural intelligence, right? Okay, hope you get the idea. With the help of programs, algorithms, programs, coding, we do give intelligence to machines. That is what artificial intelligence is. You can experience artificial intelligence in most of your computer based applications, right? When you search on YouTube, of course it is customizing your pages, right? Like if you're searching for computer science Python, okay, for our lectures, then when you go to home page, what you're getting most of the time is what? Videos related to Python, right? That's what YouTube does. That YouTube customizes what? Its pages for its users based on the visiting features. Okay, hope you get the idea, right? Yes. So what is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence, AI is the intelligence demonstrated by machines. Okay, it is the intelligence demonstrated by machines. It's not an automatic process. We, the programmers or engineers, do it using computer codes, right? Yes. So we have, okay, it's a branch of computer science. It's not only, okay, branch of computer science. It deals with some other branches like electronics. Okay, yes. Then electronics for designing purpose, right? Okay. Then self-driving cars, NLP, natural language processing. NLP stands for natural language processing. Like we can talk in Malayalam, right? We can express things in Malayalam or Hindi or Tamil or Telugu, right? Or French. Okay, yes. So it can process natural languages as well. That's it. Okay, other than English. That's the meaning. It can perform other languages. Means languages other than English can also be performed by machines using artificial intelligence. Okay, processing in the sense it can reply. Okay, it can accept, it can process, right? Yes. So self-driving cars, you know, Tesla. Okay, there are a lot of companies in the world producing self-driving cars. It's a direct application of artificial intelligence. Okay, then NLP, what? Siri, you know, Siri, it's a knowledge navigator in iPhones, right? Apple phones. Okay, knowledge navigator. Yep. Then robotics, of course. Alexa, you know, Alexa. Yeah, it's also a knowledge navigator plus, okay, assistance. Okay, assistant, human assistant, right? Yes. Knowledge assistant, we can say knowledge assistant or human assistant, whatever it is. It assists, right? Yes. Facebook, YouTube, Google, all these use artificial intelligence in their works, right? Yes. So this is about artificial intelligence. Okay, giving intelligence to machine using computer codes, right? Examples: self-driving cars, Siri, Cortana, you know, yes. Then robotics, then Alexa, FB, for YouTube, Twitter. Okay, all these use artificial intelligence, right? Okay, now let's move on to Python. Artificial intelligence is a technology, right? The most trending technology of the time. Okay, yes. Then what is Python? You know, Python is a computer programming language. Okay, you know what a programming language is. You know what a language is. Okay, we have already learned English, right? In our early classes. Okay, then you know Malayalam, you know Hindi, you know Tamil, you know Telugu. Okay, these are the languages. These are the natural languages. Okay, we can call these languages natural languages. But computer language is a language that only computer can understand it, right? Okay, computer language is a language that only computer can understand, right? That's what computer languages or can process. Only computer can process computer languages. There are around 45 plus computer languages available today. So Python is one of the most commonly used computer languages in the world. Okay, in any of the fields, whatever it is, whether it is for normal generic softwares, web applications, artificial intelligence, machine learning, whatever it is, Python is one of the most commonly used computer languages. Okay, yes. So it is a high level computer programming language. High level computer programming language means it has the most commonly used English words for coding, or it uses the most commonly used English words like were, then if, else, right, for, okay, while. These are some of the most commonly used English words, right? So in Python also, or in means other programming languages also, we use this commonly used English words. So it makes the programming easy for us, right? It makes the programming easy for us. Okay, so it's a high level computer programming language, and it is, as I've already told you, this languages are used in general programming, machine learning, web-based applications, then scientific applications. Okay, in every field the programming language Python is used. Okay, hope you get the idea. So okay, these are the must know facts. Okay, you must know all these. Okay, we have gone through all the topics one by one. Then you know soft copy and hard copy. Soft copy means computer based copy, right? PDF, Word, Excel, Access, whatever it is. PDF stands for portable document format. We can easily transfer one file from one place to another place without any change. Okay, that's a key point. Without any change. PDF is what? PDF is portable document format. It's a soft copy. Then hard copy means printed copy. Okay, physical copy or hard copy. Okay, printed copy is what hard copy is. So these are the topics you want to learn. You want to have a clear understanding, a thorough understanding. Okay, this is the base. This is the base of everything. So Okay, first we have looked at computer, then father of computer Charles Babbage, then computer science Alan Turing, father. Okay, then software, operating procedures and programs, then instruction, okay, set of instructions, program, set of programs, software, right? Yes. So then we have seen hardware, the physical components, then AI in Python, of course, new topics. AI stands for artificial intelligence, giving what? Artificial intelligence, okay, not natural intelligence. Okay, yeah, these are some of the applications. Then Python, the most commonly used computer programming language, and we use Python in artificial intelligence. Okay, our main topic, of course, this year is artificial intelligence with Python. Okay, so very interesting topic. So we'll be started learning these topics. Okay, we'll be looking at Python, the basic concepts of Python in our coming classes. Okay, hope you get everything. Okay, I think I've made it in a simple way. So what you want to do is you can prepare notes on this. Okay, notes based on this, right? Okay, I've given as sentences, so you can easily copy it to your notebook. Okay, so these are the basic or fundamental aspects of computer science. Okay, hope you get it, hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this is all for the time being. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Take care.